we're doing, guys. So I've been at this all morning, been trying to get it to work. I've got this far, and I've now got it that it will record the screen, but I didn't get any of the cinematics, so I can give you everything else but the cinematics. Try and get it sorted for the next time, but for this time there will be no cinematics. So I'm going to play through this for the first time. I've never played this before. Played Knights of the Old Republic, but that was maybe even 10 years ago. So I've been watching a few people streaming, and I thought that this first playthrough through this would be an ideal time to start. So I'm going for it. So since you can't see them, I'm just going to skip it, because there's no point doing that.
Primary power offline. Hyperdrive offline. Multiple hull breaches detected. Proximity alert.
I might at some point again need to set this as well if it stops working again.
The Evan Hawk is adrift.
I've been trying for half 11 to get it to work.
Most
I know
of its
enough,
crew are
I've
dead
managed to
or
get it to work.
dying.
So this is my last.
You lie in the
My
medical
last try,
room in
and
critical
if this doesn't
condition.
work, I'm giving
The hyperdrive is your fate, and the press WASD to move T3M4 and turn. This is the cockpit.
Right, so it seems to work so far. So, just get a feel for the game
This
again.
is the galaxy map. It shows.
Like I say, I've played the original, but it's been a while. I just need to get used to the controls and stuff like that.
This room contains
If you're watching, feel
cylinder
free
and the communications
to type in the
console.
chat. That's not what you're doing.
You will come across many containers, some of which will be locked. The computer spike you just picked up can be used in computer terminals to access. This is the main hold.
So I think at this point I'm knocked unconscious and I'm trying to find myself. 2 slices. Actually, maybe
You
somewhere in
can
here.
hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to the storage compartment, but the door is sealed shut and cannot be opened. This old woman appears to be dead. There is a key card on the body that looks like it opens the locker somewhere.
Playing games like this, I go through OCD. I need to pick up everything. I need to look everywhere.
Your security skill is too low to open this footlocker. However, you can use your weapon to bash
Just
it
keep
open.
bashing it.
Click on the bash icon or press 1. Sometimes blowing open a container will break some of the items in the container. But you can use even broken items. They can be turned into if you need help exploring the Ebon Hawk. While some doors can be back, this lift will take you to the outer hull of the Ebon Hawk, where you will find many parts and mines to use for accessing and repairing the hyperdrive. Use the lift control. This is the garage. This is the garage.
So my plan is I'm going to play this for an hour every other Saturday. I'm going to look at streaming other games in between, but that's the plan so far, is just get this.
You can use this lift to take you to the outside of the Ebon Hawk.
Go outside. This is, I think this is new. I can't remember this is the last one. Definitely.
Don't forget to explore the other side of the Ebon Hawk. This is the port side of the Ebon Hawk.
These mines?
The bubbles ahead. Approach mines carefully. They will blow up and damage you if you get too close. Recovering mines requires a higher demolition skill than disabling them, but you get to keep the mine, which...
Try and recover it. Smash it. This is where I get too cocky and they blow up my face.
Explosive device in this missile to blow open the engine room door inside the Ebon Hawk. This will give you access to the hyperdrive. This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk. This busted engine port has some needed parts for the Ebon Hawk's hyperdrive. Take the parts here back down below to get main power. This open hatch has some parts that will be useful for getting main power restored.
Can't go in it, it's just parts.
You can use this lift to take you back in.
Assuming that I've got everything.
This is the engine room.
This now you can...
This is the engine room. This is the engine room. The starboard engine is badly damaged. Fixing it won't be possible until after docking with the Paragus mining station. The port engine is shut down, but appears intact. Fixing the hyperdrive will allow you to restore power to the port engine and bring primary power online. Also, doors can be bashed open or cut open with a light scissor or cutting tool. Some doors require the use of... This is the main hold.
What's that door that was getting popped?
This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. While some doors can be bashed open or cut open with a light scissor or cutting tool, this is the door. There is a hull breach in the area beyond this door. Safety protocols prevent you from opening it manually. Try using the security computer in the main. This is the main hold.
Is that both open?
You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to this storage compartment. There is a hull breach in the area beyond this door. Safety protocols. This is the main hold.
Is that what I want? Let's see. Doesn't help that I have absolutely no idea where I'm going.
There is nothing more. Take the programming spike inside this container by clicking on the Get Item button. Use this spike to access the terminal nearby. This is the main hold.
I'm just going in circles here. We'll get there eventually.
This is the
Oh, is this me?
medical room. You are in critical. You are in critical condition. You will need a med pack. The med pack can stabilize your condition.
Treat injuries.
Success. You are stabilized. To recover fully, you will require the medical facilities at the Paragus mining station. But you are not in any danger of dying from your...
Smashing.
This is the There is a hull breach in the area beyond this door. Safety protocols prevent you from opening it manually. Try using the security in the main hold.
Right, so whatever I think I've done, I've not done right.
This is the main hold.
Alright. I can't imagine this is very fun to watch when they're going around in circles.
There is a hull breach in the area beyond. This is the engine room.
Can't you fix the whole beach or?
This is the main hold.
Just tell me to come back here. I'm going to try going back up to the roof. See if that helps at all. See if I missed something there.
This is the engine room.
Sorry, I say roof, I mean hull.
You can use this lift to take you to the outside of the... This is the port side of the Ebon Hawk. This is one of the Ebon Hawk's quad laser turrets. They are damaged, but you can scavenge some parts from it to use in repairing the Ebon Hawk.
So I've already got stuff for that. Torpedo torpedo.
This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk. This busted engine port has some needed parts for the Ebon Hawk's hyperdrive. Take the parts here back down below to get main power restored.
Main power.
You can use this link to take you back inside the Ebon Hawk.
Go inside.
This is the engine room. The starboard engine is... The port engine is shut down, but appears intact. Fixing the hyperdrive will allow you to restore the hyperdrive. However, you should be able to rig the hyperdrive.
The hyperdrive?
Success. The hyperdrive. Only one step remains. Return to the galaxy map in the cockpit and travel to Paragus.
I wonder how we got in this mess. It's probably in the cinematic that I had to ditch.
This is... You can now...
Yeah, let's go to Paragus. I wonder if he's got to see this. No, it's frozen again. It's a nightmare, I don't know why it's doing it. It'll play every other game with every other step, it'll play videos, it'll play gameplay, but this one it's
The
just...
sensors show the door to the storage
So
compartment
struggling.
is being sliced. There is someone, or something, else alive on the Ebon Hawk.
Assuming you can still hear what's going on. Here we go. I've not chosen any stats or any stuff like that, I just went straight for the quick character. If I remember right, you can adjust it once you start leveling up, so I wasn't too fussed about nitpicking them. I just choose them as I need them. Imagine I need to find some clothes somewhere.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the coltal tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift chart. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
What a droid.
Could be a Jedi, but we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially Corta, are already Another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the Kolto tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specific.
Droid was a droid. It's just seen on the Ebon
A number
Hawk.
of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Tilo shipment for this month.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay. Everyone evacuate.
That's it, froze. I don't know why it does this. See if I can get it sorted. Yeah. That's where the door's opened. Oh, look at that there. Tell me it's close, for God's sake, tell me it's close. Should I read empty there before I went rummaging? The woman looks dead, but there's no sign of what killed her. But no dead.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead? Close to death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the Kolto tank about you. How do you feel? I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened? Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your
Definitely
Jedi
looks like we're
training, no
attacked.
doubt. Your stance, your
Was a
walk
Jedi.
tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down. I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave. We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed. You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions. I'm not offering to help you. I'm not so young as to leap from death's door as quickly as you. I leave you to the explorations of
Can't help but be nice playing
Here
games like
I
this.
will
I keep on meaning to play Fallout and go through and just kill everybody I see, but I can't help myself. I'm just a nice guy. That's a shame. Just came through this, I'm not going to get anything here. I definitely don't want to go back in. Ah, wait. Plasma torch. Forgot about that. Do a bit more bashing now.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
This is where it gets a nightmare trying to remember weapon stats and we'll go for the blade. Seems a bit heavier hitting. I'll come back to that. Shovel. This is all I thought it would be. Laser or a sword. I'm going to go with the laser. So the droids seem to have went a bit nuts, to say the least.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
What's this? It's odd that this emergency hatch is opened. Considering the circumstances, there may be a way to open it. I could get access to it. No doubt there's a terminal somewhere for it. Oh, is this the terminal? This is one of these that's going to take forever and it's going to be absolutely not even close to worth it. And they're probably better off with the sword. Or there's a code for it in that desk I'm standing next to. I didn't even notice what I got there. Right.
Is this thing on? Alright, all hands, especially you, Corder. Listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out. And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge, it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Corda and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this...
So it's something to do with me.
This facility's gonna be space dust by the...
What is it?
So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I can just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can
So I'm going to
find.
assume that I'm the
If those
Jedi
droids
and the
start
old
coming after
woman
me, I'm gonna
is
need
the one
more
that's
than
clearing the
low-grade
path.
mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Could be totally wrong
Maintenance
though.
control out.
Just a guess.
I installed an override switch to shut
Jesus,
down
she's
any
going for
droids on
ages,
this
don't
level,
they?
just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Corda or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible. I secured this. All I need to... If any more droids start... I'd rather...
It's fairly nasty. Somebody in there. Oh look, he looks like, I can't remember his name, but he's definitely in the first one, I think. But I'm totally lost the plot. But he looks familiar.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives. Can you not sense them? You can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
Passive recognition. Alright. So how that's doing here? Grenade.
You hear it. It is faint, but it is there. It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget. Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you.
There's not much in how to make dialogue choices when you've absolutely no idea what the dialogue is. I'm making choices about stuff I don't know.
Escape this place.
Right, hold up. So what have I got now? Put this up. Security and computer use are definitely. We'll just go with that now then. Powers. What do I want? What do I want? Go for Aura. Sorry, if you wonder why I keep looking off, it's because I've got the stream on the screen to make sure it's no lagging or any of that stuff like it was doing earlier on. What happened to my gun? Why when I'm using that? Oh, configuration 1 and configuration 2. So how do you change that? That's handy. That's much better. Come on then. I'll make you set since it's set. Another one to pick. There'll be a code or a key or something for these somewhere. Guaranteed I'll just be missed it now. Be wasting time. Not any of these, let's keep going. I maybe shouldn't use all them, especially if I'm getting my sword. Sure. Smash him. He's actually too far here. Over here. That was one of the things I hated the most about playing the first one. Use a power blast and you could go 5 or 6 shots without actually hitting anything. Really frustrating. The combat definitely seems to have been improved in it. Get it out as a new release. It's just me that's behind. So this was in a security video, wasn't it? So what do I want for in here? Right. Seems a bit too easy.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet.
I'm positive I recognise this guy's face.
Nice outfit. What, you miners changed regulation uniform while I've been in here?
Definitely do not remember his voice.
Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
Turns out I'm talking nonsense.
Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal. You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see,
She
this
must be a
Jedi shows
Jedi.
up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be but the story gets better. See, Some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that.
Then there was
What is
some
it,
big
Ham?
explosion, and then I was sitting here for
I
a
should
long
stop-
time, waiting for
should
some
stop making
half-naked
predictions.
miner to show up and ask a bunch of questions.
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high. The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi's civil... Yeah, Revan, Malik, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had...
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malik turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
I know the story.
Well, that was the story. But whatever happened there must not have lasted. Oh, there was some big civil war on Korriban. Knocked that academy to the ground. Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hope Revan was a woman. Look, no Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody? From my beautiful view in this, maybe none of them survived whatever happened. And if they're all gone... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of... This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance.
First persuade I've
Shut
ever
down
used,
this
first time that
self-security
worked.
field, and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here. Great.
Too kind. I still need clothes though. Where am I going to find myself some clothes?
Alright, here we are. The Hale thing is pure Pizzac. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate. This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. No, someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here. I doubt it. All we have is communications back. We could try, but if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? Be my guest.
Tracted the freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not much on board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bodies. Sent the survivor to medical, the others to the morgue.
Sounds like
Didn't
sepia.
recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted it to the Republic with some answers. Questioned the protocol droid about what happened. Says his master, survivor, I guess, was on the Republic ship the Harvard. He says the survivor was a passenger on the vessel and a... Inventoried the bodies and cargo. The T-3 droid had seized up, so we left it in storage in standby mode. Don't know what code to access it. We put the protocol droid to work in maintenance, sorting the mining droid comm routines and updating the
cheers, pal.
recognition sensors. And to shut him up. When the survivor recovers, hopefully we can get him off the... Trouble between the work shifts. Word of the Jedi leaked out. The quarters mining crew wanted us to... No word from the Republic. But I've said accidents are making the miners restless. 2 miners were drilled by a droid's mining laser.
Yes. No dynasty prostitution. Oh. These are brutally weak. I probably would have set it easy though, that would be. Maybe be the answer to that. What's going on here? The Hawk. Explosives now. I don't know why it doesn't just try and use security straight away. It's your only choice. So I can only go this way. Oh yeah, definitely changing the difficulty the next time, because this is ridiculously rolling through this. Should have missed anything. Maps are always like a maze. Special attacks. Just as I says, I'm needing it to be a bit harder. Striker, I'll go for that. There it goes. Oh. Piece of piss. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. So I should hopefully be back on for this Saturday night, hopefully. Although the plan was to be on last night, and I've ended up on at 5:20 in the morning, so we'll see how that goes. But I'll hopefully go for about 10 o'clock on Saturday night. We'll go more. If you've any suggestions, please leave them. If you liked it, follow, and cheers. That's all really. See you later.